Every minute matters after a crash, but in a fire, every second counts. You don't have to be a doctor to save a life, you just have to be prepared. Share this video. Keep a rescue tool in your car. Be the reason someone survives, not the reason they don't. Subscribe for more life-saving tips and truths from the front lines of emergency medicine. I'm Dr. Kumail and I work in emergency medicine. Every year I see victims who could have lived if someone, anyone, had just known what to do in those first 60 seconds. The sound of a crash is unforgettable, a violent symphony of destruction that etches itself into your memory. It's a sound that signals an abrupt end to normalcy, a harsh intrusion into the everyday. The high-pitched screeching tires, a desperate attempt to regain control, the shattering glass, exploding outwards in a glittering shower, and the sickening crunch of metal on metal. In an instant the world shifts. You're thrust from the predictable routine of your day into a scene of utter chaos and confusion. The familiar becomes alien, the safe becomes dangerous. Smoke rises in thick plumes from the twisted wreckage, a grim signal of the damage done. A hand slumps weakly against a broken window, a silent plea for help. This isn't a movie set with actors and special effects, it's real life, unfolding in front of you, and suddenly, unexpectedly, you're a part of it. Your heart pounds in your chest, a frantic drumbeat against the silence that follows the crash. Shock hits you like a wave, threatening to paralyze you with disbelief and fear. But someone's life, someone's future could depend entirely on what you choose to do in the next few moments. The person trapped inside that mangled vehicle is someone's mother, father, child, or friend, someone's loved one, and your actions, your decisions in these crucial first seconds can make all the difference. Inaction, hesitation, simply standing by, these are not options. Your courage, your willingness to act, could very well mean the difference between unspeakable tragedy and a miraculous survival. The question isn't if you'll be ready for such a moment, because no one ever truly is, but how you'll choose to respond when faced with the unthinkable. Your clear-headedness, your ability to stay calm and focused is the very first and most critical link in a life-saving chain of events. A car crash is never just a crash, it's much more. It's a ripple of trauma that changes lives forever. That wrecked car carried someone's world, a family, a future, a student, a dream. Physical injuries are just the start. The emotional toll is deep and lasting, truly profound. Behind every statistic is a story of loss and pain. Even those who walk away may carry guilt forever. First responders face this trauma daily. By acting, you push back against tragedy and offer hope. Your intervention can change the story from heartbreak to survival. You've witnessed a crash. It's a chaotic scene and your first instinct might be to rush in and help. But before you do anything, it's crucial to take a moment and assess the situation. Your actions in the next few minutes can make a significant difference, but only if you proceed with caution and awareness. Before rushing in, stop. Take a deep breath and collect your thoughts. Your safety comes first. You can't help anyone if you become a victim yourself. This is the most important thing to remember. Assess from a distance. Look for potential hazards that could put you or others at risk. Fire. Is there any sign of fire or smoke? A vehicle fire can spread rapidly and create an extremely dangerous situation. Downed wires. Are there any power lines down? Never approach downed power lines as they can carry a lethal electrical charge. Unstable vehicles. Is the vehicle stable or is there a risk of it rolling over or collapsing? Oncoming traffic. Be aware of the traffic around you. Other drivers may not see the accident and could pose a threat. Park safely. Pull over to the side of the road in a safe location, away from the accident and oncoming traffic. Turn on hazards, activate your hazard lights to warn other drivers of the danger ahead, and call 911 immediately. Never assume someone else has. Even if you see other people at the scene, make the call yourself to ensure that emergency services are on their way. Give clear info. Location. Provide the dispatcher with the exact location of the accident, including street names or highway markers. Number of vehicles. Tell them how many vehicles are involved in the crash. Injuries. Describe any visible injuries to the best of your ability. Hazards. Report any hazards present at the scene, such as fire, downed power lines, or leaking fluids. Follow dispatcher instructions. Don't hang up until told. The dispatcher may need additional information or provide you with instructions on how to assist the injured. If safe, use flares or a flashlight to warn traffic. Place them a safe distance from the accident scene to give approaching drivers ample warning. Ask bystanders to help direct traffic or check on victims, but remember, do not attempt to move them unless absolutely necessary. Never move an injured person unless there's immediate danger. Moving them could worsen their injuries. Don't attempt rescues you're not trained for. Leave that to the professionals. By calling 911 and securing the scene, you've already made a difference. Your quick thinking and responsible actions can help save lives and prevent further accidents. Once it's safe to approach the scene and you've confirmed that 911 has been called, it's time to carefully assess the situation and prepare to offer assistance. Remember, your safety is paramount, so always be aware of your surroundings. Approach the vehicle cautiously and speak calmly to the victim through a window if possible. This initial contact can help you gauge their level of consciousness and the severity of their injuries without immediately entering the vehicle. Reassure them that help is on the way. Your calm and steady voice can be a lifeline in a chaotic situation. Let them know they are not alone and that you are there to help. Gently ask where they hurt, trying to get a sense of their injuries without causing further pain or discomfort. It's crucial to tell them not to move, as any unnecessary movement could potentially worsen existing injuries, especially if there's a spinal injury. If there's severe bleeding that you can see, it needs immediate attention. Apply direct pressure to the wound with whatever clean cloth or material you have available. This is often the most effective way to control bleeding until professional help arrives. Only use a tourniquet as an absolute last resort, when direct pressure fails to control life-threatening bleeding and you are trained in its proper application. If fire threatens the vehicle or the immediate area, the situation becomes even more critical. Moving the victim may become absolutely necessary to save their life, despite the risk of aggravating injuries. If you must move them, support their head and neck as carefully as possible to minimize spinal movement and immediately seek professional medical help. Break a window only if absolutely needed to gain access to the victim, such as if the doors are jammed or there's an immediate threat. Use a hard, pointed object at the corner of the window, as this is typically the weakest point and will require less force to break. Take precautions to protect yourself and the victim from flying glass shards. Stay calm under pressure, make smart decisions based on the situation, and always prioritize safety for yourself and the injured. When sirens approach, signaling a crisis, your role shifts. You become a vital support. Give responders a quick, clear report, detailing of what you saw and did. Every detail matters. Stay if police need your statement. Your account helps investigations and families find closure. Afterward, take care of yourself. Trauma can linger unexpectedly. Talk to someone if you need support. It's a sign of strength. Remember, you acted when others might not have. You stepped up. You made a difference in someone's worst moment, a moment they'll remember. Being a hero isn't about training. It's about courage and decisive action. Be prepared, be brave, and know you can save a life. You have that power. In emergencies, every second counts, and so does every person. You are not powerless. Right now, you can prepare for the unthinkable. Take a first aid class, learn CPR, or download a reputable emergency response app. Share this video to spread awareness, because the more people who are ready, the more lives can be saved. Your knowledge, your courage, and your willingness to act can change the outcome of a tragedy. Don't wait for someone else to step in, be the lifeline. You have the power to turn fear into hope. Together, we can build a community where everyone is ready to save a life. Subscribe for more life-saving tips, and remember, heroes aren't born, they're made in moments just like these. Be ready, be that hero,